Expect early clouds, then becoming mostly sunny on Thursday. Good Wednesday night, East Tennessee. David Aldrich, Captain Accurate here from the Captain Accurate Weather Command Center. Well, you can see from the ultimate Doppler radar, not a whole lot of rain to talk about. A little bit of ground clutter near the Morristown radar site, and maybe a hint of some stray showers trying to form in the plateau from Crossville south towards Spring City, maybe even toward Decatur in the Southern Valley. The ultimate Doppler radar presented by A1 Fincham Heating and Cooling, focused on customer satisfaction. They won't quit until you're happy. You can see there's more wet weather around Huntsville, down towards, say, Florence in Alabama, and it may be working its way across parts of Alabama and Georgia tonight, but may graze parts of our area. So it can't be ruled out that a stray shower occurs later tonight, but we are not expecting much more beyond that. Most of the rain you see up to the north is around the Chicago area and stretching across parts of northern Indiana. A bigger system encompassing much of the panhandle of Florida, moving across the Sunshine State and into South Carolina and Georgia. Now, all these clouds that have been associated with this southern storm has brought in our cooler temperatures. We really didn't see temperatures get out of the 60s today, while I was expecting to get into the lower 70s. Tracking the clouds and the rain, most of the rain has been showing up there in green across Huntsville, Birmingham, and back toward Augusta and Atlanta. Now, high temperature today was rather anemic. It was only 67. I was expecting 73. The normal high is 74 for this time of year. Record high 86 from 1954, and we hardly had a wind at all. The peak wind gust was only 8 miles per hour. We did see 68 in Oak Ridge, 65 for Wartburg, and we made it to Crossville to 67 degrees. So they were also matching our temperature today. 68 in Tellico Plains, 65 in Newport. And if you could see, outside of the cloud cover, there were some 70s to be had back to the west. Nashville hit 73, and it was 75 in Memphis. Headlines: early clouds to sunshine tomorrow, but it might take 9 o'clock, maybe 10 o'clock before the clouds really begin to vacate the premises. Best rain chance will be Saturday morning. Bad news for tailgaters, but good news for the game itself, which we know is at 3:30. More on that in a moment, plus a big cool down on Sunday and beyond. Speaking of the game, the Aggies of A&M, Texas A&M, go Big Orange. They're all about the Gig 'em Aggies. Well, we're all about Go Vols. And, of course, the 19 number team in the country, UT taking on the 4-2 Aggies. Kickoff about 71. Halftime temperature 73. That's my expected high. But we should end the game in the lower to mid-60s. So be prepared for that. Some rain before the game can be expected, but sunny breaks for kickoff. So I was a little wordy at the bottom, but really wanted to accentuate how changeable that forecast will be on Saturday. Tracking the tropics, we have a new storm to talk about. His name is Sean. He's centered in the middle of your screen there, but Sean may not be much of a problem given the fact that the Hurricane Center, with winds of 40 miles per hour, continue on this track. But he doesn't get all that strong, kind of holds its own, maybe around 40, 45 miles per hour. Then he weakens and maybe just kind of hangs out in the middle of the Atlantic. So Sean will not likely be a big issue. A couple of other spots. I see a 20% chance just newly populated in the Pacific, but we have a 30% chance a new wave off of Africa gets the name of Tammy. So we'll be watching this little storm. This is the yellow area in the direction it might be moving. And as I mentioned, I got 20% chance there. That's just been newly populated as of 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Atlantic tropical names. We've got Tammy next, followed by Vince, followed by Whitney if we get that far. By the way, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel is absolutely free. And it's easy to find. If you go to youtube.com, you have to put the slash and the @ symbol, and then Captain Accurate. You'll find me there, expanding my reach and love it. If you're on YouTube, you might prefer to see me there, as well as the app, and as well as Facebook and beyond on Twitter. But Storm Prediction Center showing some, obviously, some yellow areas, which would mean scattered severe storms tomorrow. We're talking down toward Florida, including Tampa, St. Pete, and, of course, Disney World, for anyone who might still be on fall break down there. Meanwhile, Omaha, St. Joseph, and not far from Kansas City could have some rough and tumble weather tomorrow, but Thursday looks nice and quiet as we get to see more sunshine. Now, Friday, Chicago, St. Louis may encounter a few isolated severe storms. Also, Springfield, Peoria, those will be the hot spots Friday, and I think we're looking at a mix of hazy sun and clouds on Friday with highs generally in the mid to upper 70s. Now, this looks a little ominous. 8 o'clock, I dare say we don't have that much rain on the horizon, but there's a warm front trying to push this rain where? Trying to move it toward Atlanta and toward the east, toward Charlotte. Once we get to sunrise tomorrow, most of the rain showers have moved east of Atlanta, but we're seeing the gradual decrease in cloud cover. This, I think, is just model noise there at noon. we'll see the clouds break and the sun will be the dominant feature for the rest of the day. High temperatures tomorrow should be around 80. And I do keep it dry on Friday, although not all models see that. Look at this one. This one brings in a few showers in Atlanta Friday. I think it'll stop short of Atlanta. I don't expect showers to be an issue on Friday. I do think they'll come in with the cold front on Saturday morning, and it'll sweep in like a broom. I think it'll pick up more moisture on its path getting here. So we'll get a little bit some rain like that. That's what I'm talking about. And then we hope by 3:30 the sunny breaks pop out. That's 2 o'clock. We know the game is at 3:30. So here's the future visibility for tomorrow morning. If you're dealing with fog, typically in the mornings you might see some in Crossville or Jamestown. Based on this model, this is 6 a.m. There's 7, starts to populate in the plateau. 8 o'clock, that may be the hot spot for some fog in the morning off to the west. Maybe some in the Smokies as well. Not exactly always lining up, but it gives us some good guidance. Valley Planner, normal low is 51. I expect a low of 54. So it's going to be, thanks to the clouds, about 3 degrees warmer than average tonight compared to the 51 that we usually see on the 12th of October, tomorrow being the 12th. Tonight we're down to 52, Morristown, Wartburg, 53, Kingston, Rockwood, Harriman, 54 for Jefferson City and Dandridge, Del Rio, Newport, and 52 for Sevierville, Pigeon Forge, about 50 or so for Gatlinburg. Now more clouds expected tonight. Stray evening showers can't be ruled out. We're down to 54 and about 80 tomorrow, but not everybody is there. Upper 70s, a good bet for Morristown and Oak Ridge. 80 for Athens, but only 74 with some early fog. In Crossville, 76 in Wartburg and Frozen Head State Park. Here's your Captain Accurate Weather Authority forecast for Knoxville, East Tennessee. We're going to 77 on Friday, 73 I think on Saturday, as the winds will pick up 5 to 15 in the afternoon. But a 60% chance, may sound like it's pretty aggressive, but I think the quantity of rain will not be all that impressive, but I think the coverage will be all that and more. So we'll get maybe some beneficial rain out of it. By Sunday, I left some drizzle in the forecast, but it could be dancing all around in the horseshoe maneuver. So we get some rain in the Smokies, some rain, perhaps some showers in the plateau, but I don't expect to see a whole lot in the valley. That's why I described it as drizzle possible. Then some spots of rain return everywhere on Monday, and then cool sunshine Tuesday and Wednesday. But I tell you what, when you average the high, average high now is 74. We're going to be about 14 degrees below normal Monday, Tuesday. That's pretty significant. I mean, 60 may not be super cold by autumn standards or even winter standards, but it is 14 degrees colder than average, something we'll be watching, and lows in the lower 40s. By the way, you can keep track of it all using the Captain Accurate Weather app with Pete Michaels Traffic. It's free. Pete Michaels, of course, the best Knoxville traffic report, bar none. Just keep you and your family safe. Just search Captain Accurate at the App Store and Google Play. Well, my name is David Aldrich. Some people call me Captain Accurate. My name is, it's not easy being accurate. I can attest to that. We'll see you here next time. Take care.